What's going on, man? All right now. All right, y'all. I'm coming at you with a live stream. So I got some information that I looked into, and I had some conversations with some folks. And all I could tell you is that California, Chicago, Detroit, New York, Jersey, Ohio, many of these places, a lot of businesses are going to leave certain communities before the year's over with. It's already beginning by them now telling you you have to be 21 years of age to go into certain fast food restaurants. And that leads to other things going on. You have a lot of people are resigning from particular companies and they're coming to the South to where they could take care of their loved ones properly, if that makes sense. The FBA community and the hateful groups of other hateful groups are causing a havoc in these major cities. They won't talk about it because there's no money to it. They're only going to talk about racist stuff. Racist stuff is where they believe they could get astronomical amount of funds from these hateful FBA, BHI, as Ringo call them, groups. And now this is how you deal with these people. Since they want to say we don't deserve to get any money, we don't deserve to get any support. Listen, you're not going to stop what's coming to us, for one. And for two, you're the ones are going to be dealing with the dilemma, not us. Because at the end of the day, while you're calling people certain names on YouTube, what's going on in your environment you stay at? It's not looking mighty good, ain't it? Is the leader of your facility going to bail you and your family out in time of need? Can you go to him for some money when these businesses decide to move away from you hateful groups in particular, regardless of the culture? People are tired of you hateful groups in particular. And see, this is what they don't want to talk about. See, they will give their last dollar to a degenerate. They won't give a dollar to you. You don't want their dollar. Let me tell you why you don't want their dollar. Because it comes with sin. It comes with sin. So at the end of the day, y'all going to be warned. And I'm letting y'all know your time is up. Y'all going to be fighting each other for the lesser of the pennies on the dollar because a lot of these businesses are leaving. When you got establishments putting out signs saying you must be 21 years of age to enter in an establishment, you know it's a wrap. I've been telling y'all it's about to be a wrap in the northern regions, the West Coast, the Midwest, the Northeast. I told y'all, and you're seeing it in real time. And see, they have caused it. The sin. When you sin and you continue to sin and you allow sin and you observe sin and you support sin and you support these young white and savages out here making a scene and you adults are scared to put these YNs in their place, you allow these savages to be out here running a rampage. When you got grown men in Chicago, Detroit, they got to beg you to quit doing crimes. They got to beg you. You know it's not good. And as a man, let me ask you this question. As a man, how can you sit here and say you're a man, you got your lady, you got your kids in the environment of hell? Ooh, nasty work, nasty work. A bunch of degenerate men that sit online in the hood all day, every day, drinking, smoking, looking at each other. Nobody got money in their pocket. The kids ain't got no money in their pocket. They starving. They can't go to you because you ain't got no money in your own pocket. And whatever money you get, you don't know how to get your family out of the situation. You keep them there every single day in that narcissistic environment. And you wonder why. People like me is glad to be away from y'all. I'm glad to be away from y'all. And when I see y'all, I keep myself a distance. I don't even acknowledge you because you are insane. Anytime I see any of you sinful folks, remove myself from you sinners. You're not going to put your sin on me. They got them in these environments of hell. You can't pay me to have any family living in poverty. You think I'm going to have my children in some poverty society? I will bust my behind so they don't even have to see the nastiness that their father will see when I have children in the future. And I'll tell the moms, look, you don't get your emotions involved bringing your children to uncivilized savages. We let them know what to watch out for, what to look out for. You get what I'm saying? Telling you, they're about to leave. You got McDonald's in Chicago have to put the 21 years of age. That was going on. That's going on in LA. Now it's going on in Chicago. What's next? Detroit, Anton? Anton. Detroit's not far fetched. They're gonna start doing it over there. You're gonna have to report what's going on in Detroit too. Anyway, let's get down to this video. Let me let you hear this video of what's going on with these savages. These savages in Chicago. I'm like Nino Brown. You can't pay me to live in no Midwest, Northeast, or West Coast like that. You can't pay me. Ain't enough money to pay me to be around these savages. Real talk. Ain't enough money. None of that. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Listen to this. Let me let the thing go through. Here we go. That includes us here at CBS. Some of our colleagues noticed there used to be lots of McDonald's locations nearby. Check out all those golden arches. But one by one, you can see most have disappeared. So we sent our Lauren Victory to find out why. These vacant storefronts sit just a block off Chicago's famous Michigan Avenue, a welcome greeting of graffiti. Are you getting tired of answering the question, how is the loop doing? No, not really, because every day there's something new and improved. Like the restaurant where the Chicago Loop Alliance's Michael Edwards fed us. More on Memento in a moment. First, an assessment of the loop's health. First quarter of this year, 1 million people came down, $280 million in economic impact. Downtown foot traffic on the weekend is even higher than before the pandemic. Consumers are coming, commercial tenants not as much. High rent doesn't help. So we tend to only bring in large retailers and national retailers, and many of them are downsizing. One company that left a supersized hole downtown, McDonald's. There used to be one right here between Yeah, they leaving. They see the signs of the time. They leaving. If you start seeing these establishments leaving, you know it's about to get real. Did you hear that? Crimes and various conditions. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, cut it real quickly. So, what did Keystone say? He says that some clubs are putting the age up to 30. Send me the link. Send me the link. I want the link for that. Now, that's something worth talking about. Send me the link for that. Because, see, a lot of you are going to have to really see that your time of fun in the northern region is over. It's over. It is not coming back to the state of Pennsylvania. It is not coming back to the state of Jersey. It is not coming back to the state of New York. It's not coming back to the state of Chicago, to the state of Detroit, to the state of LA, or California, excuse me. The fun times is over. Oh, oh, really? Oh, really? Send me the link. Send me the link. Is that so? Well, it is what it is. I guess I stay down here in this boring state. Hmm. You see, a lot of you are upset with me for calling out the nastiness and the debauchery of what's going on in these particular states. You love sin. Well, since you love sin, since you love to speed, since you love to get high, since you love to get drunk and have multiple partners and don't get yourselves checked out, since y'all want to be loosey loose, huh? That's what the so-called black community has become, loosey loose. Since you love it, since you don't want to do the right thing, I can't feel sorry for you. You have to hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. So, like I stated, you're gonna see a ghost town in the West Coast. A lot of establishments are leaving. You're gonna see a lot of establishments already making moves to leave the Midwest and the Northeast. You think I'm gonna feel sorry when they're not moving correctly? The people are not moving correctly. The entities up there is on, you know, narcissistical behavior. I told y'all this is gonna happen. I told y'all this is gonna happen. I told y'all it's over. If you're making serious money in the West Coast, you're making serious money in the Midwest, in the Northeast. I was told by a close circle of mine that is super elite. I asked them this question. I said, hey man, is the people that six figures should transition to the South? He said, absolutely. He said they should leave before the year's over with because the ones who's getting the break over six figures is not in the North, it's in the South. See, the administration is telling you the pivot. So if you're a person that's making over 100,000, I'm talking to you right now. You should reconsider making strategic changes. Hey, how you doing? Next year. If you don't, you're going to be seeing more taken out because these Ibaracis are in serious debt because of their sin, and you're going to be responsible of taking care of that debt. Now, most people that's making over six figures in these high end, Californias and New York and all that, is starting to see a hit. They are living paycheck to paycheck. You're not supposed to be living paycheck to paycheck if you're making six figures in these, beautiful places, right? Don't get mad at me. You're going to have to make the sacrifice. You're going to have to look into other places in the South where your money is going to get more larger and you won't be in poverty. Because there's a lot of people that six figures that I talk with, not on the internet, off the internet, that's in poverty. And because they don't want to let go of the beautiful area, the beautiful scenery, I said, let me ask you this question. I asked them this question. I said, okay, you don't want to let go of the beautiful area, the beautiful scenery. How do you feel that somebody that never worked a day in their life live right next to you? Ooh, they didn't like that answer. Do y'all know some of you that live in these lovely areas, somebody that live right next to you, never work a day in their life. They live in a Section 8. I did my research. I did my homework. Some of these lovely places in New York and Pennsylvania and Georgia and all these other places, all these high-rise homes. Did you know 75% of them is in Section 8? How you know that, Rollo? You forgot I got a family member in Congress I told that to? I'm not your ordinary YouTuber. And when I say something, you better listen and pay attention because I know more than what you could even imagine. So, you think I will be happy about that? I would not be happy about that. I'm busting my behind and somebody living right next to me is not working and they getting paid to live right next to me to watch what I'm making. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's why I stay in Florida because it's strict. They're kicking out all these folks who are not moving correctly. I'm happy about that. You don't know how happy I am about that. If California and these other states would do that, then I'll consider coming to visit. You think I'm going to bring my behind to where you at And I am doing what I can down here and come to see you, and you living great and you're doing great, yet your neighbor is on session eight. Take the what? Leave the what? Keystone says certain women, some of them are in Lancaster County in nice areas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, you'll be surprised. Imagine you putting in a lot of hours. You finally got yourself a nice place. You got yourself a nice home or a nice condo, and somebody live right near you, and they never work a day in their life. They got nice cars and they got connections and all that, and you got to bust your behind it to get this excuse to get a vehicle. Now you see why I'm the way I am, right? You know what's the ironic thing? People don't want to hear that. I won't get support for saying the truth. I don't expect to get support for saying the truth. I already know. I know that. I know the climates. I am the economics. I know when I'm going to get money. I know when I'm not going to get money. I know when people are going to pull back. I know when people are going to support. Everything I told a particular person behind the scenes has come to fruition. They're like, whoa, he did say that. And it's happening right now in real time. I know this stuff. And that's why I am the economics. And I'm trying to save y'all an opportunity to get out while you can before they hit you harder. Then you going to be living above uh, above your means. When you bust your behind to get out of the situation, and now somebody live right next door to you, don't make no money, but you trying to figure out how they moved there. I told y'all, you're gonna see a lot of people who they are in 2026. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Are you too now? See, y'all can say whatever you want about me. I am in the greatest place in the world. Yes, I love it, and I'm gonna say it. They're kicking out all the people that's not moving correctly down here. Get them out of here. Yes, I could go to certain parts of places that ain't got to deal with them ninjas like I used to down here. They removing them out of here. You could get mad at the people that's 10%, 1%, all you want. You could get in your fee all you want. Put your behind in that situation. Make it happen. I'm talking to my six-figure people, man. Yo, y'all got to get together. Get out of these northern regions. Get out of the West Coast. Get out of these places. Save up your money. Save your money up and get the hell out of there. Sell your place and get down to Texas or Alabama, whatever the case may be. Get back to where your money could be longer. I don't want to see y'all get taxed more, than what you already are. You know? Hold on a second. I see something going on here. Is Forever Studio in the house? Forever Studio is in the house. What's up, Forever Studio? And so, a lot of you working hard, but yet you don't know your neighbor. Your neighbor don't never work a day in their life. You wondering how they get that home, how to get them cars. Do you know I know people that got cars that never work a day in their life? They got BMWs in New York, Mercedes in New York. They never had a W-2 form. They never had a W-2 form. Here it is. You working, they give you an excuse. But somebody never had a W-2 form, don't know how to fill out an application, got a BMW and a Maybach. Yo, if y'all know what I know, y'all be like, wow, this stuff is happening. Yeah, that's why I'm glad I'm out of that place. Because in order for you to make it up there, you gotta live in sin. Unless you was moving righteously at a time when there was that much sin in your particular state. That's different. Yet don't tell me that people ain't in sin getting these deals. Hey, all right, here you go. You're welcome. Take care. All right. Think about what I'm saying. Think about it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta do something real quick. So yeah, think about what I'm saying, y'all. So let me get another video for y'all. Hold on, I got something coming in. I got messages from Keystone. Okay. Where's it at? Where's the video at? I can't. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it ready. We already know about Virginia. Where's the one in? Okay, here we go. We're going to listen to it. Here we go. You got this ninja, this old ninja. You got this old ninja talking about it's not fair. They got money. They don't want their money. You got this old ninja. No, no, no. The answer is no. No, ninja. The answer is no. Don't put no money back into sin. I'm glad that a lot of people are not investing back into sin. It's very extreme. It makes no sense. That starts at home. Parents need to check their kids. No, you need to go get a checkup. Yo, you ladies be laying with these old ninjas like that. He got a dude in the car, mean mugging, looking broken, dusty as Anton Daniels say. Yo, if you seen how this dude look, he look old and dusty. Telling you, man. Yo, I'm getting to the point, man. I don't want you dusties around me either. For real. Broken, dusty, and disgusting. That's how these older ninjas talk. These old broke ninjas. Give back to the people. No, hell no. Hell no. Give back to these dirt balls. No. Let them starve. Let them starve. Since they want to sin, let them starve. I'm all for it. Let them starve. Remember, they want us righteous folks to starve, right? They want us righteous folks to starve. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna get on out of here. I ain't got else too much to say about this topic. I'm gonna enjoy this lovely weather, 100 degrees. Yeah. Y'all enjoy your 70, 80, 60, 50, whatever degree weather. Y'all be safe out there on them roads and dealing with them Ibarazis, these ninjas, these dusty aliens, chicks, and these dusty dudes. Be careful with them. Be careful with them. I'm going to be going into the sports tonight. I'm going to have an interesting crowd. I know it's going to be lit. Can't wait to do the cover of the sports tonight. So I said, let me talk about these shines real quick and get it out the way because I don't want to talk about these shines during the weekend. I want to talk about more winning. Tired of talking about these shines. I don't get no money talking about these dusties. These dusties still going to get money. That's the crazy part. Y'all support the dusties. That's on y'all, man. It is what it is. Y'all only support us when y'all want to support us. That's why I am the way I